Na me guest ni dzini na chede. Ole ya wa ya samama. Sisi ale muhu. Artist na wa ban. Idzin no wafa. Menyim so I will put him into consideration. There's in motuma agba na da muntu momba. Mama try mako school ma try. Veana Negasi.
Negasi, yes.
Negasi.
Wow, yadge.
Mayazi.
Yes.
I will bonam
Veana Negasi.
Veana
Negasi.
Negasi. Oya udina.
Yes, Veana is my name, but please I can't reply fancy. So first of all, let's clear that.
Na ya wona na ho to nyum twi wana.
Yeah, kakra. But tree and fancy, two different things.
Enta wo ka twi.
Tree just still. Oh, those are what statistics.
Don't to nyum. Tentu manka. Denta.
I don't know. I'm not good. I'm Aigbeo. I'm Ewe, yes.
Aigbe him fa femnifi.
Kita.
It's not Kita.
At all, no. I didn't stay there as well. Accra. I'm an Accra babe.
It's well as Melikin, it's well oyo. It's well as Melikin. Oyo. Na mo jundel bakado, mo ko school wa Kita. Wa Kita minyini wa ho monom secondary school. Mo ko ho uni na masane emebe na mu wie na masan. Then you would have been justified.
No. So should we speak Aigbe?
Nti e ka chi.
Yanka Aigbe.
If you are. Say nyame nyu fi ho. Baby, I'm missing it milking.
Miss baby, I'm if you want to speak my away.
Let's be no need to see a interpreter before I have
Yes. Please, producer, can we find an interpreter? But no, all jokes aside, I don't even speak away, but I think I'll reply and I understand Fanti.
Of course, school
New Nation. And I schooled in Accra. Yes.
After New
Nation. All my life. That was then I did my diploma SITMAP. AB UK, I did business management.
Who school one uncle for whole country?
Yes. That's the funny thing.
In fact, a costume before my bucket will show you. A costume before Monday. A bucket tree.
Me try.
Actually, most man can find.
Yes, I try.
You have
to do some side over stream make a crap, but if I
Mans, I promise. I promise I will not laugh.
You're already laughing.
No, I promise. Today I'll be of the best behavior.
Please try.
I promise I'll be of the best behavior. I will laugh. And you're for promote this.
Yes, please hold me. Hold me. Like hold me, but hold as in patois. So hold me.
Why not hold you?
Anybody. Hold me down. You're holding me down. My friends hold me down.
Baby. What ban what pedal what wrong? What ban what man what different baby for friend. Now what confusion,
yes.
Mum and you be 2 lines.
Okay.
But out woman from Muntemrica. Toba pedamatasi.
Okay,
mum be 2 lines.
Okay. Why lie down, make me sip on ya. Why I'm broken, dead upon ya. Ready feedy like a
until lie down, let me sip on you. Only hold me down.
I was just playing with it. Oh, you're fast.
Very
fast.
I don't know because when you pardon me, voice on you hold me down.
Yeah. Oh, what's your minima? Oh, what's I trying to tell me?
When you man. Or don't be order.
Accra.
Are you in love?
I'm in love with life.
Oh. Just that.
I'm in love with everything.
The one who hold you down on say but and I will never see PBB when you ponder them you pano one.
I'm writing for those of you. Are you in a relationship?
Oh yes, I'm in love.
Oh yes, I wrote it for people like you.
So
much we are chopping breakfast. Some people have told me it's a mature my own.
And control man.
Yes.
But then you're not looking forward to falling in love anytime soon.
Love will knock you down, to quote Kerry Hilson. So
really?
Yeah. I mean, it can come. I don't mind. But for now, I'm going to sound like a broken record because everybody says this, but I'm focused on working and making music and making my dreams come true. So if along the way it comes into the picture, I'm very ready for it.
A lot of people, being in the entertainment circles, for you to, 1, find the right person, somebody who would understand you, and then 2, for you to be able to hold down the relationship. within the time that you've been in the industry. What is your take on that?
I feel like, yeah, there's an iota of truth to that, because if you don't meet somebody who's well versed with, the terrain of this industry, it can be a lot. I'm sure there are times when you have to make appearances, go for events, not because you want to, but you have to. So if you're with somebody that will complain, you don't spend time with me, you're always here, you're doing this, you're always on your phone, it can be draining, to be honest. But you can meet somebody that gets it. Some people get it, some people just don't get it.
So what happens if you don't find someone who gets it?
You have to navigate it, because I think before you even enter the relationship, if you court or date, if you guys date, you can set that early. Tell the person, like for me, I have studio. It's not out of the question that I'll be in the studio from 12 to 6 a.m. or something like that. So if I wake up at 1 p.m., it makes sense, because I probably slept in the morning. So if you are going to work, so those are all compromises that you have to make if you want to make it work. So if you can set those rules early, I think it'll go a long way to take away some of the issues.
Yenye mbesiafo pi wo industry mo.
Yes.
Most of the time, no, besia by industry no ma. I don't know how to put this thing without the men coming after me. But then besia by industry no ma bakade flower for free bia. We pay na everybody wants to have a piece of it. And oh yeah, what my industry no being a female, oh yes.
For me, because I'm not particularly new to the industry, there's people that know me. Quite a few people know me, because I started out doing covers of people's songs, which garnered some viewership on YouTube. So people know me from there. So they're not picking me apart yet. Maybe because maybe I'm an old face to some people, so it's like, oh, this girl's, I don't know.
You're not, your face is not older than mine.
This is my experience. Like, so far, it's been smooth, quite smooth, yes. And I do have a very deep understanding of what the industry is. So it will take a lot for something to take me by surprise. Because I've seen people come and go. I've been at the back end of things. So I know the conversations that have happened. I know some of the challenges that artists, being on the back end, the problems that we've faced dealing with artists. So I'm trying not to be one of those people.
One of those people.
Exactly.
How prepared are you in the industry emotionally?
I can say fully, maybe 98%. 2% I'll discover along the way.
Sorry to bring in another artist's name, but one artist who has suffered the most in this industry is Wendy Shea.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I pity the girl. The bullying, especially online. I always say that it is because of the time she came in and how she came in. That's something that influenced the bullying. If you should ever make a mistake, because Ghana honey, oya ni son sembido, into oya na wano kaparo.
Yes.
Na nkase ye ya, Juma would be soon.
Exactly.
Are you prepared for that?
So I do understand. I have some media training, but I've hosted a show on TV myself, so on another another station, TV3. So I do know that you have to be careful what you even answer the question for me. Thank you. You have to be careful what you say and how you say it. So as much as possible, I'm not perfect. There may be days where I'll say too much, wrong somebody, offend somebody, because you can never get it right. But for the most part, I'm careful how I say things, because people stay offended. Especially with the prevalence of social media. Somebody can watch this interview and just go and tweet this Veana girl crap when I haven't done anything. And then people won't do their research and they also jump on that, and then before you know, you're #1 trending. So as much as I can, I'm careful. Not because I don't want to be trolled. Even in general, I'm very careful how I say things.
But negative publicity is still publicity,
which is true. But I wouldn't feed into it.
Okay.
I wouldn't go extra hard to propagate
negativity.
The numbers. Sorry?
It gives the numbers.
It does, but I belong to a different school of thought. I'm like, just do the right thing if you can, right? You attract your audience. You find the sky is very big. We can all shine. It's just unfortunate that we live in a society that fully indulges negativity more than positivity. That's the truth. I mean, we all know this. But I mean, Black Sheriff is doing amazing.
Amazing.
Do you understand? And it's, for the most part, he's being pushed positively, and that's doing well. So that's showing us that Ghanaians can, push someone wholeheartedly without, knocking them here and there. I mean, he's had a few punches, but you see the guy keeps moving, and there's still solid support behind him, which means that as an experiment, we can do it. It doesn't have to be, I don't have to come into the industry and beef Wendy Shea so that, like, all of a sudden people are following me. I don't indulge in those things, though. So,
produce and Pocho, note that thing down. And don't be indulging. Much video number. Much video number. I won't forget. Don't forget. Now let's go back to your song. How does it not motivate you, Metro? Hold me down.
Hold me. Because I didn't fully write it. I wrote it with my producer. That's Beats God. Yeah, okay. So I do write a lot, but that one time I went into the studio, and Beats God had been telling me he wanted to write me a song. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Free range, write me. I didn't want to influence what he would write, so I'm like, write me something, and this is the end product. I contributed, but for the most part, he did the writing.
Auntie, being not I get it.
You do what you get. What you get.
It's going to be no word you need drum and kakra. I like how you said it easily, that you didn't write it entirely. Then see in hold on to information about who wrote your song, like other artists do.
Because it doesn't change anything. If you have really deep-rooted understanding of the way things work, you shouldn't think that something is a minus to you if you can't.
Talent.
I write.
A musician on
No, but that's the thing though. I write. 99% of the songs and I have quite a number of songs that are yet to come out. I wrote most of them. Doesn't mean that if I meet you today, I feel like you're really good at writing, we can't collaborate. It's a collaborative industry. I'm here, I'm sitting on your platform. You've graced, you've called on us to come and grace your platform, which is helping me. Collaboration, it's a collaborative industry, so I don't see why people get chastised, especially the women, for not writing. Neo wrote Irreplaceable for Beyonce.
Yeah.
I don't know if people know this, and I can mention a number of songs like that. So people just need to read wide and really realize that it's not a negative if someone can write. There are writers. The same way a director doesn't write a script for a movie. There's a script writer, right?
Okay.
It can be like that as well.
What does the future look like for you?
The future looks like collaboration, which I'm really looking forward to. There's some amazing talent in Ghana that I'm looking forward to working with. So it looks like that. It looks like big platforms gracing big platforms to perform. I mean, I saw the NBA where there's Thames, there's Burna Boy, there's Rema, things of that nature, like breaking the ceiling on, especially female artists in the Ghanaian industry. I want to break that ceiling that seems to be there. I don't know why, but it looks like there's a ceiling. We don't go past a certain point.
We don't go past a certain point.
I want to break that.
This question. This question. The way people have been swerving this question.
What question?
But I think so far, I think you probably are not being way to once and satisfaction.
Okay.
To make sure. No, and I mean putting you. What is that one thing? That you'd say that you're doing it differently. That's the plus for you. That would help you break the ceiling for you to get there.
It's easy, discipline. Like I said before, I've seen it. I worked at Links. I've contacted artists, different talents for come for interview, come and do this. The timeliness people have stressed me being a producer of shows and being a host of a show and things of that nature, and I've seen what's lacking. I feel like if artists take the job, as a 9 to 5, you know, thinking about as many aspects as you can. If you have a team, that helps, but you know, have a full scope of what it is you want to do, and allowing for people to help you along the way. So for the most part, it's discipline, Charlie. Oh no, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that, but I mean, for me, I'm tasking myself to be disciplined. I'm not chastising anybody or knocking anyone else.
But your boss when you're disciplined, I want to make action. As small pedo can you know the broth not that you are the aka semi na or the jealous show no oluhu. Oh, no, so that you don't feel the pain, but able you should not wash on an waka. Marking before I walk on. See a pewon ni biete I him fana yebenya edwumnete wo videos na as yebenya no hen.
Okay, so my social media handles are all Veana Negasi, VEANA-NEGASI, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, on all digital streaming platforms as well, everywhere. Boomplay, Apple Music, Deezer, Spotify, everywhere it's available.
Now, what's in the time and a kada Veana no.
Yes.
But Negasi no.
Negasi. So I have a lot of East African friends, and some years ago, I think I schooled with someone. They said I look like I'm from Ethiopia, so they gave me an Ethiopian name, and I like the connotation of it. Oh. It means royalty. So I added, and I like how it sounds together. So, I mean, I'm African, so I'm owning it.
Beautiful. Thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
I enjoyed the conversation.
Same here.
And that was a beautiful one.
Thank you.
I hope you come again.
Of course. If you guys are calling us, we'll come.
I love it when people come and they come again and they come again. It tells you that they are working. It's not just a one-off thing. Because the industry, somebody will hit and 3-4 years, bam, they are gone. You don't hear from them again. So I'm actually, I get happy when people keep coming.
We'll keep coming. I'll keep disturbing you guys.
So keep coming. Keep coming. On that note, you know, somebody wants to come back. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for the answer. The message. But how you want to come back? No, send me a hi again. Makai na my reply na me book for the interview. Mucha moho. Say about my next guest will be seated. Your guest is in Komo on the Veana Negasi. You can log on to. I wouldn't say you can. You have to. Check all the digital platforms now. Say no, add on to the numbers. All your people don't know that a person can listen to about 100 times and it will still add up. And yet it's 100 times. Now I record as just one that big. So listen as much as you like. Create a playlist for this and then like listen to it over and over and over again. Data no. I actually use what you want to use once.